$253 billion. Imagine what you could do with that. And now that's the amount of items that are wasted every year due to Amazon returns. So hey, powerful people, we're going to talk about what happens with packages when they're returned from Amazon or just kind of to most online stores. And what would happen if returning never existed? That's right. What would happen if everything you bought you had to keep? How would you shop differently? So we all see Amazon trucks all the time. Most of us get an Amazon package to our house at least once a week, if not multiple times a week. And that's the same for most houses across America and in a lot of third world countries even. But what we don't think about is what happens when we return items. Yes, it's nice. We can take them to Kohl's or a Whole Foods and just drop them off, and we don't even have to package them or label them or anything, and those items are returned. It's very convenient, but at what cost is returning these items worth it? And what happens when these items are returned is the Amazon sellers have a couple choices. They can either take it back and repackage it. They can have it shipped to another location to have it packaged and sent back out. But if the item isn't in a good enough condition, most of the time they have to trash it. Or because of the cost of shipping, they trash it because when they have something returned and then have to reship it back out, that's eating up 70%, if not more, of the price of the product. So economically for them, it doesn't make sense to resell the product, so they end up trashing it. And a third of Amazon packages end up in landfills. And now down here in South Florida, we have a joke that our highest elevation is what we call Mount Trashmore. So those are our landfills. And unfortunately, that's kind of true just because Florida is so flat down here. And these massive landfills are honestly probably the highest thing that we have in Florida. But it's kind of disgusting to see all these brand new products or lightly used products going back into landfills because people will buy multiple of a product, say a t-shirt in different sizes, and return the sizes that don't fit. And because of the cost of those t-shirts, they end up going in the landfill. Or people buy things for a one-time use and then return it. So these sorts of items are contributing to this waste of money and environmentally hurting us. And it's said that all these returns add up to about 6 billion tons of trash every year. And all of these numbers are just going to keep going up according to Amazon. So what can we do to change this? Well, if we shopped as though returns didn't exist, minus the ones with broken products or they sent the wrong product or it was just not what we thought it was going to be, those are okay. But when we needlessly return items and shop just because we can return items for free, that's where the danger lies. So let's talk about some of the benefits that would come from us not having any returns. So on a company side, it would save them a lot of money. It would save a lot of fuel. It would also just eliminate a process of returning and having people having to check those products and then re-inventory them. It makes their system a lot simpler and easier. For the everyday person, it makes us more critical to what we're buying. It really helps us evaluate, is this something I really need? Or is there a more effective way that I can buy this item? Or can I buy this item locally and support someone who is in my community? We also buy items and waste money on them because we buy them and we don't use it, so we put it in a closet and forget about it. And about 3 years later, we'll pull it out and be like, why did I even buy this? So it keeps us from wasting our money and the space in our homes and our lives. It also just cuts down on the time we spend shopping because we're not just needlessly scrolling and clicking on things, adding them to our cart, knowing that we can return them easily. If you're shopping on Amazon or any other e-commerce site, or even in stores, in brick and mortar stores, be conscious about what you're buying and realizing that you have to buy it with the intention to never return it. That shop as though that's not an option. Because at the end of the day, we should really only be buying things that we don't want to return anyway. And the best way to shop really is in person. It is nice to have things just automatically shipped to us, like consumable goods with paper towels or shampoo or cat food. But for those things that we really cherish, it's really helpful to shop in person and support local businesses. Hopefully this has helped shift your mindset when you're purchasing items and shopping, and maybe it'll help you cut down on the amount of money you spend, that you can spend on experiences, or maybe you can spend it on some sort of learning, academic adventure, whatever it is. Hopefully this has helped you become more conscious of what you're buying, that you can help save money and the environment.